G.I. Joe the movie video game.
Yep.
Based off the movie, tell us about it.
Well, what's really cool is we're actually inspired by the film, so we're taking, it's actually more than the movie. So a lot of games are like play the movie A to Z. We wanted to give a lot of surprises and kind of bring more things into the game. So we actually start off where the movie ends, and we've got elements from the movie. We've got a unique storyline written for the game, but we can also bring in parts of the G.I. Joe universe that aren't in the film, such as additional vehicles, additional characters, other plot lines. So we got to really try to pull it all in into one game.
So can you explain, tell us a little bit about the gameplay?
Yeah, actually we set the game up to be a two-player, single-screen co-op. So you and your friend could basically pick two G.I. Joes, go into the mission at hand, pick the right G.I. Joe for the mission. We kind of broke down each character into different classes. So you want to pick the right mix, but you can actually swap your characters midstream if you decide like, oh, I want to switch to Snake Eyes or I want to switch to Duke. You can actually do that, and it's a basic run and gun style of gameplay, but which makes it very accessible. I mean, literally 2 buttons, move and shoot, and kind of like the old arcade classic shooters. But we've also layered on other abilities such as special actions, melee, evasive maneuvers. You can take cover. You don't need to know those things, but those things add more depth to the gameplay, makes more variety. Each character has their own special moves, so it really starts to bring a lot more gameplay depth. But you can still play anyone, like young or old, can get right in and have fun.
Just jump in.
Exactly, just like the old days, yeah.
So you mentioned that it's 2-player, 1 screen.
Yep.
Is it going to be online co-op?
Right now, like we've worked on all the mechanics to make it really fun. Sitting side by side with your friend, playing kind of like, oh, did you get that? Watch out! A lot of communication. We're still looking at online. It's something that we're taking a look at, but we haven't made any decision at the moment.
Everybody who's a fan of G.I. Joe loves the vehicles, and you already mentioned there's going to be vehicles in the game. Can you explain some of the vehicles that are going to be in there?
So again, because we're more than the movie, one of the great benefits is that we've got vehicles that you'll literally see brand new for the first time from the film in the game. But there's a lot of other ones that we all know, growing up, like, oh,
so it's going to be the classics.
Yeah, so we got some classics in there as well. And what's great about the game, again, it's a co-op game with 2 players. One person can be driving the vehicle while the other player is actually commanding the turrets to shoot the enemies. So you're still experiencing co-op gameplay the whole way through. The way we approach the game, I mean, G.I. Joe is such a character-rich franchise, so each character's different. They've got different abilities. They've got different weapons, and that's one of the great things is that we really want the game to pay off by leveraging each G.I. Joe character. Snake Eyes has got the katana blade in the pistol, but then Heavy Duty's got this giant Gatling gun. So you really want to leverage each character for their weapons. It's very different from other games where, if you think about it, other action games you kind of run around with kind of a basic set of weapons, but then you kind of pick up the flamethrower or you pick up the machine gun. Well, we didn't want to go that approach because each character is so defined with their own weaponry. So again, you really want to go back to leveraging each Joe, their unique skills and abilities, but certainly working as a team. There's incentives to work together, and we have some really cool moments like what we call the Yo Joe moment, where it's like one of those really badass moments where you kind of have this awesome accelerator suit, which is something that you'll see in the film that plays a pretty big part. Like basically, you just run around and just blast away everything, for a limited period of time.
So am I going to see Sergeant Slaughter in there?
I don't know. Everyone's a Sergeant Slaughter. I don't know. We'll have to see.
All right. Well, it sounds cool. Now, another thing I'd like to know if you guys have in there, is it the safety messages that G.I. Joe is known for? Will I be able to unlock those in the game? Like
I said, we've got a good amount of stuff to appeal to the fans, that you get the secret content and stuff. So I think we got people covered.
Now, before we go,
yeah,
can you do your best Yo Joe impression?
Sure. Yo Joe.
You heard that? G.I. Joe fan #1 right here. True Game Heads. Peace.
Yo Joe. greatest trouble, G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra the enemy, fighting to save the day. He never gives up, he's always there, fighting for freedom over land and air. G.I. Joe! G.I. Joe's there!
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. Its purpose? To defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.
He never gives up, he'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare. G.I. Joe!